Okay, so I found this ugly fella, and I'm gonna make him over into a Dementor. Make the hood and the robe and all that, take off the hair, make new face, whatnot. So yeah, let's make something spoopy.
Time for a haircut. Luckily, it just pulled right off. Sweet. I'm sorry. I gotta gouge out his eyes. Sorry. My new favorite thing, air dry clay from Crayola. So Dementors don't have eyes or teeth, so I'm just going to use the clay to cover up the eye sockets and then also the teeth and make it look more like, the lips or the gums or whatever Dementors have. But the face structure and everything's perfect besides that. So I'm just covering these up so I can paint it later. When you're working with this clay, it's important to rub it into the previous material, so in this case it's foam. So I'm just smoothing it over the edges so it'll be nice and smooth and dry and not crack or flake. Same thing with the lips. I'm just going to cover up the teeth and just smooth it over into the creases of the previous skeleton. And I'm also going to build up the sides of the jaw to make it look like it's all one continuous, mouth. The directions on the clay say that it takes 2 to 3 days to dry, but I was lucky this only took about a day. I just kept checking on it, and finally after a day it was dry. I'm just going to use black acrylic paint to cover up the face, the chest bone area, and the hands, so that way I can put, a gray over it later and it'll be more defined and creepy looking. Okay, so I mixed a light gray color, so it's 2 scoops of white and 1 scoop of black. And I'm just gonna cover up, the face and the hands and the chest and all that. And it's just dry brush, so I don't have a whole lot of paint on my brush. I'm just lightly going over it so it gets the, the skin or whatever it's supposed to be. Once the light gray coat is dry, I'm using a metallic white. I think you could do silver if you don't have the white, but I'm just going in and adding some highlights even more just to make it look even creepier and shiny so it'll glow at nighttime hopefully. This is my daughter's hoodie, so just like a toddler hoodie or just, a small hood because this is a pretty small thing. So I'm just using that for a template, and then I'm going to cut it out 2 pieces of it so we can have both sides. So this is 2 yards of black fabric minus the hood. I folded it in half, and then I cut a hole for where the head's going to go, and then made a triangle, for how it dips down so you can see the chest bone. And then I'm going to cut out where the hands go for the sleeves. So basically there's no sewing on this part, it's just a bunch of fabric that I'm going to cut up and probably hot glue around the hands so it'll stay. Now for the hood, I'm going to pin the 2 pieces together and then sew the top and the side, but not the front. So that way, it's a hood. So I just pinned along the front for the hem, and then now I'm going in and sewing the hem of the entire hood. Ta-da! Dementor hood! I'm going to pin the right side of the hood, so that's the part where the hem isn't showing and all that, to the right side of the robe, so that, and go along the collar of it so that way it'll stay and kind of go around the head. So I take this part pretty slow and I make sure that the robe's not going to get caught in a weird place underneath the hood. And then I just keep checking, and then I just follow along with the pins and go around the hood as well as the neckline. now the hood is attached to the robe. Woohoo! Spooky time. Now I'm going to use a low temperature hot glue gun to put the sleeves around the hands so they'll stay in the wind and whatnot. And then I'm just going to go and cut up the robe, just all along the bottom, the back, the sleeves, just cut it all up. When I'm cutting it up, I cut a strip and I zigzag it, and then I cut another strip and cut that off, and then cut a strip and then cut the next one off. So that way it's spaced enough that you can see, you know, the cloth. I don't know what it's called, the rattiness of it. I don't know. I'm just using a hot glue gun that's low temperature so it doesn't hurt when I press it together, and I'm gluing the bottom of the sleeves together so that way it looks like it wraps around the arms.
Thank you so much for watching Sundays We Craft. I hope you enjoyed our craft, the Dementor. Ooh. I love it. He goes in the wind and it looks like he's flying, so I'm pretty happy with it. So if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you can see a new crafty video every Sunday. Happy spooky season!